Garmin might be gearing up for some major new health tracking features. A new patent hints at watches that could one day measure hydration, hematocrit, and even tissue oxygen saturation. We're all used to seeing heart rate and blood oxygen on our wrists. That's been standard on Garmin devices for years. But a new filing suggests the company is looking to push deeper using something called pulse spectroscopy. It's a more advanced version of the optical tech we already have, and it could open the door to tracking biomarkers that were previously out of reach. The patent was published only a few days ago on July the 1st. The details start to get interesting a few pages in, where it mentions specific health markers this system could measure, which includes hydration, hematocrit, tissue oxygen saturation. None of these are currently tracked by any Garmin watches. So how does it work? Well, pulse spectroscopy involves shining light at different wavelengths into the skin. Then it analyzes how that light scatters or gets absorbed. The trick is the system adapts in real time. It adjusts the wavelength, intensity, and even compensates for your skin tone, wrist size, and how much you're moving. That means it can go beyond simple pulse readings. It can extract signals from deep layers of tissue. So instead of just getting a number for heart rate or blood oxygen, the tech might be able to tell how hydrated you are, for example, or how concentrated your red blood cells are, or how much oxygen your muscles are actually using during exercise. Let's start with hydration. Most smartwatches either ask you to log your fluid intake manually or give you rough estimates based on your exercise and activity. That's pretty unreliable stuff. And you could purchase some sweat patches for better accuracy, but these are typically, they're always single use and not exactly convenient. Garmin's approach would use optical signals directly from the wrist. That could make hydration tracking a 24/7 feature, useful in heat during long runs or just for people who forget to drink enough. And let's face it, most people don't take in enough fluid. Then there's hematocrit. It measures the proportion of red blood cells in your blood. Low levels might mean you're iron deficient or still recovering. High levels can point to dehydration or overtraining. It's not something you need to see every day, but tracking the trend could help endurance athletes plan their training or avoid fatigue before it hits. Tissue oxygen saturation, on the other hand, is a more advanced one. Blood oxygen gives you an overview of oxygen levels in your blood, but tissue oxygen saturation focuses on what's happening at the muscular level. It shows how much oxygen your muscles are actually using. You'd normally need a lab setup with sensors strapped to your limbs to get this. Garmin is looking to put it in a wristwatch. Now, this isn't the first time pulse spectroscopy has shown up in Garmin patents. Just last month, we dug up another filing that suggested that same tech could be used to estimate the glucose trends over time. Not for spot checking blood sugar, but for tracking long-term averages like HbA1c. That would be a different approach than what other companies are chasing. Put together, these patents show a clear direction. Garmin wants to expand its physiological sensing well beyond the basics. Whether it's hydration, glucose, or muscle oxygen, they're trying to bring clinical style metrics into everyday wearables. Now, none of this is showing up in the next Phoenix or Forerunner, at least not yet. My guess is probably towards the end of 2026 or 2027, we can start to get some of these tech on our wrist. And if Garmin can pull it off without the need for patches, needles, or extra gear, it would be a serious step forward. For now, it's just patents, but this is where things could be heading, and it's worth keeping an eye on.